Sagittarius, I hope that you're doing amazing. Welcome to your reading. This is a general reading for love for the month of July with me, Adrian H. I'm Psychic Tarot reader, and let's see what we've got. I've got an amazing special offer available at the moment, a combination of a reading as well as regression hypnosis. I'm going to tell you about that at the end of the reading because some people are just here for the message and I'm not going to hold you up. Please remember this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. Let's get started. Let's get started with Sagittarius. The focus on this one is love. So sun, moon, rising, ascending, all those wonderful things with love. You can also look at where your communication is lying. You can look at maybe where your Venus is, which is your love placements. If you don't know where those placements are, there's a link in the description down below that says free natal chart. Have a look at that and you'll be able to see it over there. And also just lastly, at the end of the reading, you will get an opportunity to ask 3 questions. Those questions do not have to pertain to love specifically, but I'm going to draw some cards for you for that. Without any further ado whatsoever, let me give you an oracle card, let me get your tarot. Let's get started, Sagittarius. I hope that you're doing incredibly, amazingly well. Okay. Spirit guides and guardian angels, what is it that you'd please like to let Sagittarius know? Let's relax. Let's move those shoulders. You know, why am I feeling tense? Do you all have a lot on your shoulders? I can pick up y'all's energy. Okay? Let's see. Financial health. All right? And remember when we do a love reading, and this is such a good time to actually say this to you as well. Just because the reading focuses on love, it's not just, you know, are they coming? Are they going? Do they want me? Don't they want me? Because that is very much, in a sense, actually placing your happiness and your joy and everything kind of like at the feet of someone else. If they come, I'm going to be happy. If they leave, I'm going to be, you know, happy, that sort of thing. And I feel for some of you, this is a space of financial health, which means it's about happiness. It's about your sense of security, you know. That is what's improving for you at the moment. So maybe if you have any concerns, maybe you felt that you first needed to get your work in order, or say maybe you've been so busy with your finances or with your job and your career, you know, and those things are all very trippy at the moment for many people. So if you've really focused on that quite a lot, this is letting you know that you're getting that health with your finances, with your sense of security, because, you know, when everything is said and done at the end of, you know, when it... Let's just call a spade a spade. Sometimes when it comes to sort of like spirituality, the way that we have it these days, it has become incredibly bubblegum. It's this whole popcorn soda thing going on. You must always be happy, you must always be joyous, but you are a human being who's having a human experience on planet Earth, and the currency on planet Earth is money. That's just how simple it is, you know. If you don't play by the rules, you're not always going to enjoy the experience. So for some of you, there may have been some genuine concerns about money, and about security and those sort of things, and the universe is letting you know that all that is evening out for you. So maybe you've got a great opportunity that's coming your way, or whatever it may be, you know, you're getting in that stable phase, which means now you're ready to do love. Because one of the things in this world that can be most detrimental to success, to love, to marriage, to relationships, to even friendships and neighbors is money. You know, so that the currency of the world, the way the world operates, that is getting in balance for you. And because that is getting in balance for you, you don't have to worry about those things, which means your heart is at peace, your heart can breathe, which means you're more open to love. All right, let's draw you your tarot. I'm using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed, and there's a link down below in the details. Those are too many cards, there's a whole lot of cards, so just going to put these back in the deck. All right, Spirit guides and guardian angels, you are on fire. Alrighty, okay, so this is how they came out, and this is how I'm going to show it to you. The first card that came out for you, this is for the recent past, is the King of Earth, which is the King of Pentacles in this particular deck. So again, we are speaking about money and the things that money can buy. All right, in your current space, we've got the Queen of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Magician. This is in your current space. Remember, the focus is still love. And going forward, you've got Fortune's Wheel, which is Wheel of Fortune in the Major Arcana. Sorry. Very powerful energies here. I feel that for many of you, because let's just look at that. Let's forget about this Magician card that's here. Well, not forget about it, but let's just for 1 second move that aside. And if you look in the recent past, there's the King of Earth and there's the Queen of Earth in your current space. Okay? In your current space is also the Magician, which is about change, and going forward, there is improvements taking place. So when I look at this, I can see that for many of you, you know, directly when it comes to love, you needed to focus on you. You needed to focus on money. You needed to focus on stability. You needed to focus on security. It's so cold in Cape Town. This cap, I love it. It's nice and warm. So for a lot of you, you know, for whatever reason, maybe you were a single parent, or, you know, you needed to pay for studies or loans or whatever the case may be, you know, bonds and cards, and these things still need to be paid. So for many of you, I feel there's a space where you would have said, like, you know, either you don't have time for love, but I feel that for some of you, it's almost like you didn't feel worthy of love. You didn't feel that you could maybe get into a relationship with somebody else because you didn't really feel like there's kind of like anything that you could sort of offer, you know, in that equation, maybe to that person. And so you needed to get your finances and things in order. And in the recent past, I can see that you've done quite a lot of that, you know. It's your, and obviously that impacts how you feel. So for some of you, you spent a significant amount of time getting to a space where you were ready for love, and now you are ready. All right, and I think it's such a good thing sometimes when we get you know, when we get sort of like a sign or a message, because if this was you and if this resonates with you, take this as your sign. Nothing in life happens by coincidence. There is many tarot readers out there. There's many of them on YouTube. The fact that you found me, that you found this message, means that you actually drew the message to you. Because I always say to my private clients as well, is that the reason why the message resonates with you is because you actually brought the message to yourself in a way that you could perceive it. I just happen to be the conduit for the message in between. Okay. And so where you are at the moment, this is a time where you can start focusing on love again. You know, this is a time where for some of you, you felt that you didn't have anything to give. You didn't have anything to contribute, you know. But this is a space where you actually do have something to contribute. For many of you now have time. You've got money. You've got you've got intellect, which you always had. But this is a space where you are right now. This is a magical space. This is a space where something beautiful and, you know, brand new can actually be created at this particular point in time. This is a good time for that. You are basically ready for that. All right. And going forward, I see very good things here, because look at that, and look at the little character sort of looking in there. This is you. I feel for many of you actually going forward, there's that space where you're really becoming ready right now, where you really feel ready for love, you know, maybe ready to give somebody else a second chance, but I feel especially ready to give yourself a second chance. And going forward, there's that space of, okay, let's look a little bit more in. For some of you, I actually feel that you have been out of alignment with your soulmate, with that beautiful person that you maybe care about and love so much. And now it's time to kind of, you know, where you maybe said, let's put that on a hold for a moment. Now it's actually time for you to start looking at going forward again, you know, with love. All right, let's clarify. Let's start with this King of Earth, this King of Pentacles here in the recent past for you. What is it that you would like Sagittarius to know, please? Okie dokie, so you've got the 8 of Pentacles, you've got the 3 of Swords, and you've got the 6 of Cups. This is for your recent past, clarifying that King of Pentacles over there. So I feel for many of you, you started new things, you started new businesses, maybe you started studying, maybe you had to take a second job, something for a second income. And you started to build on something new. I feel that for many of you, and this is how life can work sometimes there with the King of Earth and that 8 of Pentacles over there. This is how life can actually work sometimes when you know, there's obviously that very truthful saying that we don't generally, as well, people usually say never, but I would say we don't generally as human beings grow from a space of comfort. Okay, and so when you started to feel the pull a little bit there and the push with life, you said, well, I got to do something. And I feel that a lot of you have done also a lot of healing inside of your heart, maybe a lot of pain that you were carrying with you, a lot of disappointment that you were carrying with you. And also a lot of self-forgiveness has taken place. Beautiful healing that has taken place there. I feel very conscious healing that you have placed within yourself. Because the thing is, in order to be able to move forward, we have to also understand what is holding us back. You know, it's always beautiful. Everybody always says you must stand in your power. You know, you're a goddess and you're a god and you are, you know, all these type of things, and stand up for who you are. But you can't really stand up for who you are, and you can't really fully embrace who you are when you don't know who you are. You know, you have to take the time into that exploration. And when we do that, and this is the beautiful thing about healing, which I can see happen for you though over there, Sagittarius, you also see your own strength. You also see the things that you've grown over. Because sometimes we walk around with pain and things in our heart, and we don't realize that we have actually already healed from that. Okay, clarifying your current space, we're doing the Magician first. You've got the Eight of Cups, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, lots of Pentacles over here, and the Ace of Wands. Some of you have recently made some sort of connection which made you went like poof. You know, I feel that it's almost like you got to a space where you didn't have to keep those walls up so much any longer. You didn't have to maintain them so much any longer, whereas maybe before that was very necessary. I feel that you're venturing out when it comes to your career. Maybe you're considering something new. There might be a bright new sort of offer or something there on the table. And you may not really be thinking of it that way, but for many of you, there's a beautiful divine intervention that's happening through with emotions, where you maybe start a new business with somebody or something like that, and without actually meaning to do so, you might actually find that, you know, you find a great friendship, or you might actually find a beautiful love, or meet somebody through this person. Let's see, Queen of Earth, clarifying the Emperor, Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, which is exactly the same as your card here in the recent past. So what I just want to show to you, as I showed you earlier on, this Queen of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles, we now got the King of Pentacles. So everything that you brought from your recent past, all the lessons that you've done, all the healing that you've done, all of those type of things. Sorry, these are all three of the cards for the space over there. With the Four of Pentacles having been first. Some of you, it's almost like you were overly cautious, you know, with money and with your heart and with your feelings. And I feel that you got to a space where you realize that life is always going to be life. Things are always going to happen in life there with the Emperor. And you started to look at what do you have as opposed to what you don't have, which is a beautiful thing, because this connection, for those of you that this resonates, of, you know, who you're about to meet or have met, because I feel for many of you this has already happened, this is the one. You may not, there may be, you know, I don't even see any sort of conflicts here in this situation. So, you know, maybe you're living in different places, or there's an age difference, or whatever the case may be. I don't see anything holding this connection back. Nothing is holding this connection back. Okay, let's look at Fortune's Wheel going forward. You've got the Ace of Cups, you've got the Judgment card, and you've got the Empress. Actually, the Empress was first. My apologies. I like to put them out in the sequence they came out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Listen, Sagittarius, I'm not going to make any bones about this. Like with any connection, there's obviously, you know, certain things that need to be overcome and need to be worked through and those type of challenges. But this is an incredible connection. You are ready for this. For most of you, you've actually already met the one and you don't even realize that, you know. And you're working with somebody who's very, I feel, very mature. So you meet each other on a very mature sort of level. Okay, excellent match for you. Excellent, excellent, excellent match for you. All right, and if that resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Remember to hit that notification bell if you're going to subscribe. Let's focus on your 3 questions. And the first card came out, and then after that, I will tell you about the special that I have available. Okay, so first question, and remember, it doesn't have to pertain to love, but the first question that you have, and I feel for some of you thinking of someone straight away, which is perfectly fine, opportunity. The universe is letting you know that there's an opportunity here, not only for love, but also for money. And when I say money, it doesn't really mean that this person's going to sort of like look after you. So, you know, we're not talking about getting somebody to financially support you. But what this really is when your heart opens and you've got that sense of joy, you radiate love, you radiate positivity, you radiate that wonderful sense of, it's almost like lighting up in the universe like a diamond. And so wonderful things come come to you because you are a vibrational match for it. Okay. Question number 2. Improving health. Improving health, and this starts with from the inside. This is your energy centers, balancing your chakras, your aura cleansing, the cup of love coming towards you. Even though these are questions that are separate from the reading, I feel for many of you, love is actually bringing you everything that you have been looking for you probably all your life. Okay. Number 3, question number 3, we have got get more information. So not saying it's wrong, just get a little bit more information, because sometimes, remember, knowledge is power. The more you know, the better you're able to execute something. All right, so that is what I've got for you, Sagittarius. I hope that really, really helps. For those of you that are interested, so I'm a regression hypnosis practitioner. You know, past life regression and karma healing and soul balancing and entity release and Akashic records and all those incredible things. We never really know where the session's going to go. But so at the moment, I'm having an offer where I give you a full regression hypnosis session plus a 45-minute psychic tarot reading. Well, sometimes there's oracle cards involved as well. And all of that is $87 only. So you're saving $43 from what would normally be only for the hypnosis. Okay? And obviously, if you do the session via Zoom, then you get a recording of that. Quite fully pumped at the moment, so I think this week and half of next week is already fully booked. So if you are interested in booking that with me, please send me an email. My address is down below in the description. Namaste, love and light. See you all next time.